Thank you to Paul, to Craig, and also to Mark. We now come to the big announcement of the day, which is the Projection Team of the Year, which is awarded by the Cinema Technology Committee after nominations from who or whatever. And I'm very proud to say that this year we have a very good team. The Team of the Year is from the Ambassadors Cinema at Woking, and to read the citation I'm going to ask Mark if he'll do that for me. Thank you.
The Ambassadors Theatre Group has 39 theatres across the UK, including 12 in London, but they have only one cinema site, the 6-screen Ambassadors Cinema at Woking. The fact that this is their only cinema does not affect the quality of what they offer, and the high standards of their projectionists working there made them contenders for the award of the Projection Team of the Year. Nick Hall is the projection manager-in-chief, working with a team of 3 full-time projectionists, supplemented by part-time support. A recent visit by a committee member saw the levels of cleanliness in all of the projection rooms, and he noted the checking of light and sound levels in every auditorium at the start of each programme. Every member of the team has an instilled must-have high standards work ethic, which is evident by what appears on the screen. The projectionists have an awareness of the importance of providing the very best film presentation for their customers, being mindful of the competition from nearby multiplex operators. There are 4 screens with 35mm projection and 2 digital screens, but they are proving that, even with new technology, there is still a requirement for good, conscientious projectionists. For their attitude to good training, for their standards of cleanliness in all areas, for the quality of screen presentation, and for their overall high standards. The projectionists of the Ambassadors Cinema Woking are the Cinema Technology Committee Projection Team of the Year 2011. Congratulations.
As is usual on this occasion, I would like to introduce Sir Sidney Samuelson to make the award. Sir Sidney.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to be here. It's always a charming event, and I'm going to start because it's a bonus year for me, because I have another duty allocated to me, which I'm going to tell you about in a moment. But first of all, I'd like to present the certificate for the Projection Team of the Year. Anybody who doesn't know, this is the chief and this is Nick. That is the official documentation, Nick. But I'd just like to say that on this occasion, I've got the great pleasure of making a little personal presentation to each member of your team. And it's a book. It's an elderly book, and it's called The Moviegoer's Companion, and it's full of lists like the best 10, the worst 10, the ones that cost the most money and lost it all, and everything that you could possibly think of. It's an old book, but I have a permanent arrangement with the Amazon company that if ever they receive a used copy in good condition, they know I will buy it. And that's how I have 7 copies. And I've done a little note, and so that's how I know which copy goes to which person. So this says, believe it or not, Nick Hall. And thank you, Chief. I was a bit dismayed, actually, because when somebody mentioned old faces being here, there was a sort of a moan erupted around you all. I'm now used to being regularly the oldest person in the room. I don't think, looking round all these young faces, today is any different. I had my 86th birthday last Wednesday, and I don't suppose there are too many who are that much older than I am. Certainly, I don't suppose there are too many who like I'm really proud to be able to say that I started work in the 1930s, albeit in December 1939. I was 14, and the best thing of all is I was a projectionist, so I'm very delighted to be here once more this year. Now, these little books. Now, which one can be Brioni? Brioni.
The only girl.
Yeah. Do I get a kiss as well?
Front cover stuff, listen.
I don't want the same pleasure from anybody of the team other than this one.
That's a shame.
Brioni. That's yours. Congratulations.
You made him fumble.
And the next one, please. Keith Shankster. Keith, congratulations. Enjoy the book. Great for delving into.
Keith, can I have a photo? Keith, can I have a photo? This way. Gotcha.
Now, Jonathan Minton. Congratulations, Jonathan.
Can we have a photo?
Enjoy the book.
Sydney, could you look up?
Oh, sorry. Thank you. And Matthew Treacy. Matthew, congratulations to you. Thank you.
This way, please.
Who is that?
Yeah.
David Knight. David, congratulations very much. And the last one is Dermot McGrath.
He's actually back at the yard babysitting the projections at the moment.
Keeping the reaction, isn't he?
He's working today.
He is. Good on him.
Well, yeah, I'd just like to say how much I appreciate the fact that we've won this award. It's a real privilege. It makes me very proud. And also, really should mention the fact that I'm the third in the line of good chiefs that have been at the Ambassadors, starting with Barry Took, which I'm sure everyone will be familiar with, and I actually inherited the department from John Hayward. We've also had a long line of good projectionists at the department, and really it's just about making that extra effort. I think I'm obsessive about how things look on screen, and hopefully that shows. And Mark, you must come to my cinema and see a good performance if you've been disappointed in the past with other cinemas, because I promise you it will be a good show. And that's all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Now becomes an even greater pleasure to introduce Guy Hawley from Dolby, who will make these young people smile even more.
I'm not sure I've ever been introduced by that. So we at Dolby are very, very proud and very pleased to be involved with the CTC. We love coming here every year and seeing old friends and new friends. And cinema is an art form. We're closely involved in the creation of cinema, right from the content creation process through distribution, through to you in exhibition, dependent on our dealers like Bell Theatre and other companies in the UK like Sound Associates and Omnex. And it's a great relationship. And as Mark was hinting, and as I know a lot of you believe, I'm not a great believer that we can do without projectionists. I don't think the answer to the future is network operation centres and secure audit logs. I think there needs to be somebody there who cares about the audience, who cares about the presentation, and who cares about the movie, because the movie is the art form. So it's great to see so many of you still here, and may you be here every year for years to come. So with that, let's make an award, let's get some of these goodies out here. You'll be really pleased to hear that we've moved away from the carriage clock this year, and we've got a little bit more high-tech, so we've got some high-tech gifts and some bags and some Dolby bits and pieces for the guys at Ambassadors in Woking. So Chris, my colleague Chris Connett will bring them on now. Congratulations again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Guy, and thank you very much to Dolby. We will look after these, but as time constraints are going on, we thought we'd give it to all the crew after the awards. Right, I would now like to introduce our chairman of the Cinema Technology Committee to make a special award, Richard Hundorf.
gives me great pleasure to present a very special certificate to Mark Kermode for being here and also for standing up for what we believe to be presentations and everything that all the people in this room stand for. So please accept this.
I'm speechless.
That I can't believe. And before Richard sneaks away, he has one other certificate to present for us. Thank you.
And this certainly could not leave this day without giving something to Sicilians. So this to you, with our great love and respect for everything you've done for the society and for the technology community. This is a special certificate for us.